Good afternoon from the Mayor's Desk. I'm Mike Light, bringing daily thoughts from all around this great nation. If you like it, hit subscribe and like. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and like. Good evening, I'm Mike Light. Here to talk about something a little bit different. I'm not a supporter of CRT. Our community came out in numbers to the last board meeting to voice our concerns about the mandatory actions of this board to force critical race theory on our children. It was an incredibly diverse group of concerned parents. The tragedy is our concerns were met with confrontation and absolute ignorant rebuttals from this board. For example, my family's been here since the 30s, clearly longer than any of you people. I'm a Chicano studies professor. I know, you don't. These people don't even have kids in the district. Let me enlighten you, Phil. My family's been here since the 30s as well, my friend. My grandfather was a superintendent of Santa Rita schools. He built North High. My aunt was the first ASB president of North High. My grandmother was in education longer than anyone in California history, with over 64 years as a woman when women were actually oppressed in the workplace, and developed numerous enrichment programs for our adolescent community, including RIF, Reading is Fun, which was one of the most successful programs inspiring our children to read, with a huge impact on the Hispanic community of Monterey County. My wife's family's been here since the 1850s, Phil. Swiss dairy farmers that never received privilege they didn't earn, unlike you. Through tireless days of milking cows and working their land, I must say, the thought that you would carry yourself as a president of this board in this fashion is disgusting. When it comes to who enters this room with concern, everyone is welcome. Your ignorance precedes you. Now, we've been moved into this cracker box by the master oppressor himself here, with no pushback from this board. I cannot believe this is anything other than an intentional stunt to further conduct their Marxist agenda, creating systemic racism that they're continuing to inject into our children's educational experience through this critical race theory propaganda. Another example of absolute recklessness by our fearless leader, Phil, and the rest of this bunch. My final thought is in regards to social media and how one on this board can affect all of you. The president of this board's public statements are an atrocity and will have consequences. When he speaks and you do not push back on his rhetoric, you are guilty by association. Philip Tabera has viciously attacked his constituents publicly, calling us anti-people of color. You called our former Mayor Joe Gunter a racist. We could not be more diverse of a group of people with legitimate concerns. Philip Tabera has exemplified publicly on Facebook his total inadequate intellectual. Yeah, I'm going to finish here, and you're going to hear me because Mr. Light. Intellectual capacity, level of intelligence to continue on this board. Any board member that is complacent in this is also incapable of fulfilling their fiduciary responsibility to our adolescents' educational future.
So the board is taking a recess at this time. Mr. Light, you're done. Thank you.
You'll be replaced too, Burns. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button and like, whether or not you like this video. This is Mike Light bringing another daily thought from the Mayor's Desk. Thank you.